Today, I want to talk about how I'm using my phone a little bit less using these 3 tips. If you don't know me, I'm Spencer, and I like to talk about simple living, frugality, and using technology a little bit less. Let's get into it. So the first tip for using your phone a little bit less this year is to not bring it with you as many times when you go out. So this could be for a short jaunt to the grocery store or the corner store, just a little walk. You just don't bring your phone with you. This might not seem like much, but it's breaking a habit that the phone comes with you everywhere you go. And you're definitely going to be a lot less distracted when you're out on your walk because there's not going to be something in your pocket just begging for you to pick it up and check it. This has been a huge thing for me. It's actually something that I picked up from the Cal Newport book, Digital Minimalism, and I found it to be quite helpful. But it's definitely something that I'd like to do more and more in 2024 and in the years to come. And especially as technology becomes more and more addictive and invasive, immersive, it's important, I think, to just know that you can put it down and you can still go out without your phone. So the second thing that I recommend if you want to use your phone a little bit less this year is to just leave it plugged in or leave it in one fixed place when you're at home. If you want to use it, you have to go over there and actually use it. You don't get to carry it around with you everywhere throughout the house. Again, it doesn't accompany you everywhere you go. It's just this mindset shift of the phone is something that I use if I want to interact with technology, but it's not something that is part of me. So I'm going to choose to leave my phone in a fixed place when I'm at home. This is something that I've actually been doing already in 2023, and it's something that I wanted to carry forward this year. I've been using the Cell 2 jack as a way to do this, and it also just makes it a little bit more fun to have a rotary phone around. The Cell 2 jack quickly is just a device that allows you to Bluetooth your phone to a rotary phone, and you're able to make calls and receive calls through the rotary phone. So basically for me, that just means if anybody tries to reach me by call, I know that it'll ring through the rotary phone. It'll be a quite loud, quite iconic ring. And I can just leave my phone in one place and completely not really think about it. I check it maybe every couple of hours to make sure that I haven't gotten a text that I've missed or something like that. But other than that, I know if I get a phone call, it's going to ring through this device. But you don't need a device like that. You can just leave your phone on if you want with the ringer, leave it in a certain place. If somebody tries to call or text, needs to get a hold of you, you'll be able to hear it there. Or you can just not have a ringer on and just be a little bit disconnected. There's nothing wrong with doing that either. The main thing is to just make sure that you leave it in one place. The fact that it doesn't follow you around, the fact that if you want to consume this technology, you have to do it in this fixed space, that's really important. And that's something where a device like the Cell 2 jack is pretty good. So moving on to the third thing that will help you use your phone a little bit less in 2024 is to move to using more single-use devices. This could be using something like a dumb phone, which is a single-use device for texting and calling, or using an iPod for music, or using a physical like TomTom or Garmin GPS for doing GPS, or using a computer for doing the things that we often use our smartphone for in computing. Basically just not looking to the smartphone as that one size fits all device that does everything for us. Because when you see a smartphone as something that is an all-in-one device like this, we're more likely to pick it up all the time. For me, a big thing that I want to do this year is I want to start carrying my physical camera around more often, because I usually use my iPhone camera as my camera most of the time. And for 2 reasons, I think this isn't the greatest thing. I mean, first, when you pick it up and you take a photo, you're more likely to get caught up with the notifications and back down the rabbit hole of technology once again. And the second thing is that I feel like you're a bit less intentional using the camera on the iPhone. If you use an actual camera, especially if you shoot manual and you end up really choosing your shot, your composition, taking some more time with it, I think you're going to be happier with the results. You might take fewer photos, but you might take more memorable ones as well. This goes for consuming these technologies in all different respects. If you're using something like an iPhone as your music player and as your GPS and as your access to the internet and as your camera, you're more and more likely to pick it up and then get distracted by other things within it. So if you just use something that is meant to do the one thing that it's good at doing, then you're not going to be caught up in all the other things that you don't need to be seeing. So thanks very much for watching, guys. This was just a short one to explain a few ways which you and I can use our phones a little bit less this year. Is there anything that you've been doing that I might have missed in this video? Let me know in the comment section. I'd be really happy to hear from you. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.